Hey! Welcome back to the channel. Today we're drawing a cute little cartoon and turning it into a sticker, super easy, just like my usual style. This one's a bit different from the first draw with me though. I'm starting simple on purpose. Once you get the tools and the process, the harder stuff will come naturally. Alright, let's get started. First, I use the path brush tool to draw the lines. Hold Ctrl and move the nodes to adjust the line, or just use the node tool too. But switching back and forth between the pencil and node tool all the time can be kinda slow. Oh, and one more thing. If you want lines that respond to pen pressure, varying from thin to thick, go to the path brush tool settings and select pressure. For this character, it's pretty simple, so I didn't use it. We'll just take it step by step. Try to draw your lines so they touch each other as much as possible, that way it's easier to fill colors and nothing leaks. I'll speed this part up a bit. If it's a big area and you don't want to paint it manually, just draw lines around it. Pick a color, then use Vector Flood Fill tool to click on the line to fill it. The nice thing about this method is, you don't even need to close the shape. Now I'm gonna draw some lines overlapping each other, then I'll use the Shape Builder tool to clean them up. I'm just showing it, in case you might need it. It's better to draw so the end point touches the other line, rather than drawing first and erasing later. Alright, select all the lines. Go to Shape Builder tool, set the action to delete, and just erase. This only works on the parts where the lines actually overlap and intersect. Now select everything, press Ctrl+G to group, and rename it to ink. By the way, do you usually rename your layers when you work? You should do it, or you won't be able to find the layer. But if you just doodling, it's fine. Next, let's color. Go to the Pixel Studio, create a new pixel layer, and use the Flood Fill tool to fill the colors. Just make sure the source is set to current layer and below. I prefer separating each part instead of coloring everything on one layer. It makes shading easier later, and you don't have to worry about colors bleeding into other areas. It's way faster too. Oh, even though I tried to make the lines touch as much as possible, there's still a tiny gap. No worries, just select the line that's not connected, click once to turn it into a node, then move it to close the gap. Easy fix. Alright, now for the shadows. I'll switch back to the Vector Studio since that's what I'm most comfortable with. Select the colored area, click Insert inside the selection, and draw the shadow inside. Remember this clearly, it works for both vector shapes and pixel layers. Basically, it's just a clipping mask. If you haven't set up your interface like mine yet, the Insert inside the selection button is in the top layer menu. Arrange, Insert, Inside, or press Shift+I. Combine all shadow pieces using Add Boolean, so the layer panel stay cleaner. Do this part by part, select the layer and press Insert inside the selection each time. What can we do with shadow or highlight? Apply effects like Gaussian blur or change the blending mode. If you're used to drawing in raster like in most drawing apps, you can also use the regular clipping mask method. Create a new pixel layer, drag it onto the layer you want to clip, then use the brush in Pixel Studio to paint in the details like you normally do. Pixel Studio is basically like a really good Photoshop. Try my workflow, you might actually like it. Alright, shadows and everything are done. Don't forget to move the ink layer all the way to the top. Last step, let's add some highlights and extra details. Since all the line art is still vector, we can't paint directly on it, so we need to convert it to pixel first. Select the ink group, right-click, and choose Rasterize. Now it's a pixel layer, so you can paint on it. Add highlight. Use the paintbrush tool, and don't forget to turn on Protect Alpha at the top so the color won't go outside the lines. When you're done, just turn it off again. After that, it's up to you. Add whatever ideas and effects you like. I personally love a minimal cartoon style, simple and clean, so that's why mine looks pretty basic. Feel free to adjust it in your own way. After that, you can also try out the layer effects and see what's in there. I think it's pretty easy, even beginners can use it right away. Just follow along with me step by step. And that's it for this video. If you haven't subscribed yet, feel free to support the channel to keep me motivated to make more videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.